By the title of the video, you're probably asking yourself, you've never played Skyrim Survival before? And the sad truth is, that is correct. Now, another thing I've never done is modding Skyrim to the extent that I have for the purpose of this series. Now, let's give a brief description on the purpose of this series. Well, first let's go over what I'm not going to do. First off, I'm not going to be doing the main storyline quest. I will also include, however, the main DLC quest lines. The purpose of this series is to get as realistic as possible without being considered a very important role model character-based main protagonist, so to speak. The things that I have downloaded are over a dozen mods, more so 15 or so, including all of the Creation Club content. My mod list includes the following, and much more. Improved AI, improved quality graphics, improved clothing, and also much improvement in the combat system. Now, another thing I am not allowed to do is to use magic. My character is built to be a warrior-based character, so I am not allowed to use potions that involve increased magic. I am not allowed to use any form of magic. The only thing I am allowed to use for potion-related things is anything that does damage, anything that improves health, and even stamina I will not be allowed to use. So I will not be allowed to use potions that increase stamina or increase and replenish the amount of stamina that I have. I am allowed, however, to use health potions. That is the only form of healing that I am allowed, thus also including sleeping in a bed. Now, without further ado, let's get into the intro of Skyrim. After watching the main cutscene of the intro of Skyrim, I decided to go through my settings and to try to adjust the keybinds for my playstyle. Now, as you can see, I totally forgot to change and adjust the difficulty of the game. Now, currently, I'm on the default Novice difficulty, but as later down the road, you will see that I change it to Adept. And now, if you're wondering why I have it so low to Adept, well, there's a very easy answer for that. 1, I have no idea what I'm doing in Skyrim Survival. 2, I'm trying not to rage so much and cause a lot of difficulties for myself. And 2, I want to enjoy the game and enjoy the first time me playing Skyrim Survival. Off to the right, you can see me looking at a character who decides to cry for help to the Divines.
Sure, Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Getting to the point of my character, the character I have selected was a Nord. The biggest reason for this is, within Skyrim, Nords were considered to be one of the most common forms of human. Besides that, I chose to keep everything default. I didn't really go into too much creation for my character, mainly because as much as I do enjoy character creation to some extent, it's not very important for what I'm trying to go for this character. And as you can see, I also named my character Master Disaster. And soon, you will figure out why later down this video. And as you can see, finally, we reach the chopping block. And you know, staring down at a man who's about to cut off my head was really satisfying and wonderful. Yeah, that's a lie, I'm being sarcastic right there. What was wonderful was seeing an awesome mystical black dragon swoop out of nowhere to save my life. That was a great one. After going into the keep and running through, fighting some stormcloaks along the way as you can see, and eventually getting to the end. What you will also notice is after I did that, a certain individual did not approach himself. Hadvar. Hadvar did not spawn, and it drove me crazy. Not only did I sit there and wait to try to see if he would just naturally spawn there, but I also ended up going through the entire keep again to try to see if Hadvar was around. Unfortunately, he was not. I did not find Hadvar at all. Running through the keep, I basically wasted my time, saving my game and trying to find the mod that was causing the issue. Even after disabling all of my mods and re-entering the game, he still did not appear. To then re-enable all my mods to then just deal with the fact that Hadvar is glitched and to hopefully still be able to access the rest of the quest line. After re-enabling all my mods, I finally decided to just head down towards Riverwood. And there's a funny little occurrence right after I completed the quest, and what started was before the Storm quest line. Now, the interesting that occurs is Hadvar! Out of nowhere, I hear footsteps coming from behind me. I turn around, and there it is, Hadvar. Hadvar just running towards me like nothing ever happened. Completely shocked, I decided to talk to him to see if there was any dialogue that changed, but nothing.
Listen, you should go to Solitude. So did I. Hard to believe it was just a coincidence that the first dragon anyone's seen for centuries attacks just as...
And I decided to go with the Warrior Stone. Decided to head towards Riften. My realization that I did not increase the difficulty. And as you can see, after doing so, I approached Alvor. After talking to Alvor, I decided to go into the general goods store in Riften, selling most of my goods so I can try to acquire some level of coin. After selling all my goods, I headed to Whiterun to continue the quest, trying to inform the Jarl of the dragons that during this process, I basically got harassed by guards.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
After talking the guard down, I went to Dragon's Reach to talk to the Jarl to inform him about the attack on Helgen, which I then, as well as the guard did, get harassed by the Jarl's housecarl, Irilith. The Jarl talking her down, I eventually was able to inform him of the dragon abouts in Helgen. Due to the fact I did not want to continue the main quest line, when I heard this line,
"Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard."
As you would know, I quickly ran away to get away from him. Having some food there and taking a nap, I decided to take on a quest. This quest that I chose is part of the mod list that I have. Embershard Mine, the mine that is located near Riverwood. Entering the mine, I did something really stupid. I was the one who set off a trap, mainly due to the fact to try to stay in character as much as possible. Leaving the trap alone and quickly getting more into the cave or the mine, I came across two bandits. Having a fight with the bandits resulted in them dying. Hearing the footsteps, I ran back to see who it was. Seeing him run towards me and across the bridge, I decided to hide behind a little section. Waiting for the character to get close enough, I quickly attacked him. Attacking this character and basically killing him in 3 swift moves. After that, going across the bridge, I encountered another character. This character dropped my health pretty low, and me being an idiot, I did not remember I had health potions. Not remembering I had health potions, I did not increase my health. After killing this new NPC, I came across another bandit, an orc. This orc, believe it or not, has taken my first death. After the orc killed me, I then finally realized I had health potions. And then, like an idiot, by the time I went back in for another round, I forgot I had them again. Going back through for the third and final time, I quickly killed the orc. After killing the orc, I went to the bandit blacksmith, attacking him from behind and quickly killing him. After killing the blacksmith bandit, another character pushed me and tried to attack me. Killing him in a couple moves again, I acquired a sword that I actually decided I wanted to keep for a while. This sword being called Iron Nadachi. Not realizing that this was a two-handed weapon as well, which normally I do not like two-handed weapons, I took it anyway and decided to use it. After killing the archer and then leaving the area, I decided to go back to Riverwood, in an attempt to sell most of my goods and to hopefully upgrade some things. Realizing that I was not able to upgrade the iron sword because it required cauldron ingots, I was very upset. Not being able to upgrade any of my armor, I decided to just avoid upgrading for a little while. Between talking to Alvor and the general goods store in Riverwood, I sold all my goods yet again. And that right there is when I finally went back to the inn in Riverwood, staying there for the night to try to get some rest for the next video. And that right there is where I left off for this video. In the next one, the adventure begins, and getting more and more involved in realizing and regretting a lot of my decisions with playing Skyrim Survival. And in the next one, you'll find out why.